Mystical Islam viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Dear friends, when a cruel Hindu woman imprisoned a female deer, what miraculous event unfolded left everyone speechless. To know the astonishing details of this miracle, make sure to watch the video till the end. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, let's begin with the topic. Dear friends, this incident took place in a small village in the state of Assam, India. There lived a Hindu woman named Meera, known for her beauty, charm, and pleasant nature. One day, Meera heard that a beautiful deer lived in a small forest located in the midst of a nearby hill. It was said that Allah had blessed this deer with such stunning beauty that people from distant places would visit the forest just to see it. Meera, who had a great interest in capturing beautiful birds and animals, decided to see the deer herself. What people thought of as a mere hobby concealed a secret known to no one. A secret so dangerous that if revealed, it might have cost Meera her life. She had caged many beautiful birds and animals in her home. After hearing about the deer's exceptional beauty, she made up her mind to capture it. The villagers spoke of how the deer was rare and breathtakingly beautiful, with deep brown fur adorned with white spots that looked like pearls. Its eyes sparkled like gems, leaving anyone who looked at them in awe. One day, Meera ventured into the nearby forest to witness the deer's beauty. The moment she laid eyes on it, she was captivated. The deer had an inexplicable allure that left every onlooker spellbound, and Meera was no exception. Seeing such a magnificent creature, Meera resolved to capture it. Dear friends, she waited until dusk, hiding in the forest until everyone around had left. As darkness fell and the forest became quiet, Meera cleverly trapped the deer in her net. Being skilled in capturing animals, she easily subdued the deer, brought it home, and locked it up. On the first night, nothing unusual happened, but the next night, as Meera lay in bed, she heard the deer crying and wailing. Meera had built a basement in her house where she kept her captive birds and animals to avoid suspicion. The deer, too, was locked in the basement. When Meera went to check, she found the deer tied securely, yet it continued to make strange, heart-wrenching sounds, as if pleading for freedom. Meera noticed tears in the deer's golden eyes, but remained unmoved. She silently returned to her bed. The next day, the deer didn't disturb Meera during the day, but as night fell, it began crying out again. This time, Meera grew frustrated. She couldn't understand why the deer was calm during the day, but disruptive at night. Determined to solve the mystery, Meera spent the next day observing the deer. When night came, she hid in the basement, keeping a watchful eye on the deer. What she witnessed left her stunned. She saw the ropes binding the deer loosen on their own. The deer walked to the basement door, which opened on its own, and quietly stepped out. Meera, shocked and terrified, mustered the courage to follow the deer. What she saw next shook her to her core. The deer went to the forest, stopping at the foot of the hill where a pious man was engrossed in prayer. Silently, the deer approached its young and began nursing them. After feeding her fawns, the deer looked at the man, bowed her head as if expressing gratitude, and began making her way back to Meera's home. Unable to comprehend the situation, Meera approached the elderly man and asked, "Who are you, and why does the deer come to you at night?" The man replied angrily, "You are the woman who imprisons animals for your selfish desires, aren't you?" Meera confessed and asked, "How does the deer escape, and why does it come to you?" The man explained, "This deer came to me, crying for help. It told me about its young fawns who depended on her for milk. I prayed to Allah for a miracle to allow the deer to feed her young. Allah, in His infinite mercy, answered my prayers and made this possible. You should fear Allah, for the cries of these voiceless creatures may destroy you." Hearing this, Meera fell at the man's feet, weeping. She said, "I too want to believe in this merciful Allah who even cares for animals, while I, blinded by jealousy, tortured them. I imprisoned them simply because their beauty surpassed mine. But Allah has concealed my flaws and spared me from disgrace." The man, seeing the sincerity in her repentance, smiled and said, "It is never too late to turn to Allah. His mercy is boundless, and He is always ready to forgive those who seek repentance with a pure heart." Meera, overcome with emotion, asked the man to guide her in the path of Islam. The man took her to the local mosque, where she met the Imam. She learned about the teachings of Islam, the beauty of its principles, and the compassion it teaches towards all of Allah's creations. The following day, Meera stood before the community and declared her faith in Islam, saying the Shahada, "There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger." Her heart was filled with peace as she realized that she had found the truth and the love of Allah that she had long been searching for. Subhanallah, dear friends, what began as a selfish act of captivity ended in a beautiful transformation of the heart. Meera not only freed the deer, but also freed herself from the chains of ignorance and selfishness. She became a woman devoted to kindness, compassion, and the worship of Allah. As time passed, Meera's life changed completely. She became known for her generosity, helping those in need, and ensuring that animals were treated with the love and respect they deserve. She even started a sanctuary for rescued animals, where they were cared for and loved. Dear friends, this story serves as a reminder that no matter how far we may have strayed, there is always a path to redemption. Allah's mercy is limitless, and when we turn to Him with sincerity, He will forgive and guide us. Subhanallah. Dear friends, this was today's story. I pray that it inspires you to reflect on your own actions and the power of repentance. Until next time, Allah Hafiz.